My personal journey. So I started out in information technology, right? So after I got my degree, it took me a year and a half, right, to find my first position. And that was a journey within itself. But once I actually got the opportunity, I was rocking and rolling. I was thriving in my job to the point where every year I would receive a promotion, a pay raise. So I'm doing my thing, right? Not knowing that there was a turn right around that corner. And that turn was a downsizing. And a downsizing, for those who do not know, is when a company makes a decision to go in another direction. And sometimes that going in another direction is geared towards leadership or other elements that I will talk about in the future. But somehow, some way, it goes in a different direction. And knowing that, decisions have to be made, budgets have to be cut, and jobs have to be eliminated. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Specifically for me, I had no idea what was going to happen because I showed up every single day. I did my job. I excelled in my job. However, regardless of how much I excelled and contributed, once a company makes a decision to move in a particular direction, there really isn't anything that you can do about it, especially if you are a day-to-day person. Even management or people who are directors, may not even be able to sway that overall decision. But the Monday before Thanksgiving in 2008, I was brought in the office and I was told that my job was eliminated, right? Of course, I was extremely professional based off of everything that has happened, because I want to make sure that even though my job is being eliminated, I did not want to give the company any reassurance of me being unprofessional, being ignorant, being loud, that was the right decision on their part. Now, I was upset, I was hurt 150%, but at the same time, I was not ignorant and I wasn't going to make a scene, because the decision has been made. And regardless of what I do and what I say, that won't change again, right? However, based off of that, I think the thing that sucked the most was when I actually got walked out, when I was packing my boxes and was bringing my boxes out to my car, right? I was on the inside in the morning, but then that afternoon, I was on the outside looking in, right? So I felt some type of way. I felt defeated. To even take it a step further, I got downsized around the same time that I started dating my now wife. So with me even knowing and having plans that in order for me to take this woman out so we can get to know each other and enjoy ourselves, I would need money in some way, shape, or form. But now that was cut off based off of this decision. And let me even be more transparent. I was more upset also with myself because I did not properly prepare myself for something like this to happen. Even though I was making a lot of money in my position, I didn't save any money. I really didn't network and build relationships with the people outside of the organization the way I should. So I wasn't properly preparing myself, because I don't know if you guys ever heard this statement, but in times of peace, you prepare for war. Hands down, right? And preparing for that war, that could be the war of not having your job. And what are the things that you can do to help sustain yourself while you are in the process of looking for opportunity? So it was very detrimental to me. I was in a state of hurt, in a state of anger, and even I was, to a certain extent, in a state of denial, because they say it's business and it's personal, but if you get let go from your job, how could it not be personal, right? And that's one of the things that I had to learn, which is probably the hardest lesson for me throughout my overall journey. Even though I successfully made it back, not once, not twice, but 3 times this situation has happened to me, I had to have an understanding of, during the time that I